Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of History Hobo Plays TimeGuessr, where I play TimeGuessr daily challenges. Sorry for the late upload today, but I've been fairly busy this morning. Let's just get straight into the game. Okay, here we go. Oh, we've got a Corvette. Is this a Stingray? I'm not sure. What does it say? Courtesy... something in a better... a courtesy Corvette is a better Corvette. If someone gave me one, I would not mind. This is... who's this? Recognize him. That looks like an Olympic medal there. Is this Dick Fosby for the... is it Frosby or Fosby? Flop. The high jumper. Do you recognise him? I think it might be him actually. Yeah, I think he was the first person to jump over backwards, really. Kind of revolutionised the sport, really. Let's see, I have no idea. He's American. I have no idea where in America, though. Do we have any clues here? Obviously, the Corvette. I think this thing is the Stingray. I think this is the same car that the Apollo astronauts drove. From what I remember from a similar model from the movie Apollo 13. So maybe it's around that time. When did he win? Was it in the 60s? Yeah, I was saying looking at this car, probably late-ish 60s. Right, what did this say? Something Bank of Oregon, I think that says. Maybe. Or yeah, it looks like Oregon. On National Bank of Oregon, maybe. Strange to be National Bank of a state. Have we got any clues to where in Oregon we could be? This looks like a small place, not a big city. We've got hills to the background. Burleson. I'm not sure what that there is. Looks like an E, possibly. Burleson or soon. Robinson's. It's a shop or a business. Doesn't really help me. So let's go into Oregon, have a quick look around. So we'll be up here. Obviously Portland is a big city. It doesn't look as big as Portland. Could we be... even Eugene might be too big, really. We got anything that ends in a well, starts in a burrell or something? Don't really know, to be honest. It can't be Portland, surely. It's a much bigger city than this. Where's the border? I don't know where the Washington State border. Oh, it's this river, is it? If that is Fosby, where was he from? Not from a small place, maybe. Got hills, so are we on the... it's hard to tell. Where are the hills? Are we on the... well, it's a pretty hilly state in general, really, by the looks of it. So it could be anywhere in the state. Redmond, Eugene. Again, Eugene looks kind of too big for this. Could we be near the coast? Probably a bit less likely. Salem again looks pretty large. Maybe it's just the outskirts of Portland. Let's say Sandy. I have no idea, but as good a place as any. I can't really see any other clues as to the town name. Let me just double check. Maybe it doesn't really make sense, National Bank of Oregon, but it could be national unless it's the end of a place name. Guessing this is a business again. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get the location here. It doesn't have a number plate on it. Does this kid's binder say anything? Oh, it's Charlie Brown. Classic Peanuts. I used to watch that when I was young. Okay, so let's go for the year. I'll leave it there. I'm thinking about 66, 67 for this car. Maybe 68. Let's stick it with 67. Let's go for it. Oh, 68. Damn it. And we were too high up. Where were we? So it is yeah, Dick Fosby. I was right. Olympic high jump gold medalist Dick Fosby coming back to cheering crowds at home medical. So it was the Mexico 68 Olympics. I should have thought it was an Olympic year. I didn't even consider that after saying that's probably an Olympic medal. Oh, we were right down the south of Oregon. Damn it. Medford. Did it say Medford anyway? Didn't see Medford. If you knew that, well done. Never heard of it. It was just over the border with California then. It's a shame, but not a terrible score. Okay. Got some ladies walking across the street, almost Beatle-esque, but not really. Just the stride. Pfaff. That's interesting. Don't recognise that language. Cleveland. Not sure. Tihor. Pfaff again. Again, we have Olympic symbols there. Magazines, newspapers. Pier 1 imports. So I'm not sure if that is a bit of a red herring there, because the place that's got English on it is also an import shop. Looks fairly warm wherever we are. But the personnel planning. Utsinda Thomas. This gentleman's got a bike. Something everything's a bit too blurry down there. We're in the 70s, I would say, based on these flared trousers. Could it be Holland? The height and width of the buildings could be Amsterdam, with a fair amount of English as well. The English tailor, is that? I can't read that bottom word. Hatter? Hatter? I think I might say Hatter. Rosenthal Studio House. House spelled H-A-U-S. We've got motorbikes there, push bikes. Not really sure on this. The amount of English is making me think Holland, but must be a summer's day if it is, because it's quite warm. Possibly. 68. Wish I could read this a bit better. Museum de... I'm not sure. Bon something. Doesn't say Bonaparte, does it? This can't be French. It doesn't look French at all. No flags that are useful. Just got these single colour flags. Not really sure on this. This is a bit of a tricky one, unless you recognise that language immediately. Thinking Amsterdam, but I really don't know. Fairly central Amsterdam too, like down here maybe. We're in the 70s, pretty much for sure. Early or mid, maybe 74. Yeah, I think 74 looks about right. We do have an Olympic sign here, so it could be an Olympic year. Is that a year written there? Didn't say 80 to 80, does it? No. I'm not sure. This might be completely wrong. Oh, it is Amsterdam at 75. Wow. People crossing the street in Amsterdam. I've probably been down this street more than likely. It just didn't look familiar with those flags. Where is it? Near the Rijksmuseum, maybe? No, the Rijksmuseum's down here. It's just at the end of the centre road. I'm pretty sure I have been down there. Okay, next one. Another black and white photo. Got some kind of market going on and they're selling military hats. What military though? I could not tell you. We have a flag here. Almost looks German colours. Is that upside down? I'm not sure. It does look German colours. Is this the Berlin Wall? Might be. Yeah, it could be. These look more like Soviet style. The high brim ones with like the Soviet hats. And these look kind of Soviet. So we're in East Berlin. Mainbrunn. Sounds German. Yeah. Not sure on the year, like, but this kind of looks 80s-ish to me, this outfit. Maybe later 80s. Was this after the fall of the wall, but not all of it's been torn down yet, maybe? And maybe this is like the old East or West German flag. I don't actually know the difference, to be honest. I should check that. But we do have Converse on his, so that's got some American influence. So maybe this is after the fall of the Berlin Wall, but just not long after it, where they're selling old like Soviet stuff to the western side, maybe. Could be. But I think Berlin's really our only guess here. It could be anywhere really in Berlin. It's not the classic Checkpoint Charlie, but if we find the Checkpoint Charlie's around here somewhere. I always never find the big place. There it is. So Checkpoint Charlie was here. The wall ran along here, probably. Let's just go down here then. I don't know. So if we're just post the fall, are we like 89 or something like that? This is very much an 80s hairstyle. I always get confused and forget the year that the wall fell. Was it 89 it fell? Or was it younger? Was it 83 when it fell? Oh, I always get these dates mixed up with this one. I should have learnt this by now. Any clues as to going purely off fashion. This is 80s into early 90s fashion to me. Yeah. Let's go 89. Sounds about right. I was 90. We weren't far away, just a bit further over to this side, so we probably were in East Berlin, were we? A street store next to the recently fallen Berlin Wall, selling uniforms from former border soldier uniforms. That makes sense. So I was pretty much on the spot. Just my year was wrong. Okay, Simon Leberge. I've just noticed that first off. Quebec Champlain. So we in Quebec. Got French, Le Souvenir Boutique Souvenirs. So yeah, a bit of mixture of French and English, but mostly French. Zazus. Must be some famous market kind of street, maybe. Scruples. Yeah, I can't see a street name, unfortunately. Yeah, so I think we must be in Quebec here. Quebec City, hopefully. I assume we're fairly central. we got any streets that look like this? It's hard to tell from above. It's very straight, but it's kind of a markety street. These buildings look more modern. Are we in Montreal? Hopefully not in Montreal. They do look a bit more modern, really. Let's have a look. Old Quebec City. Maybe it's here then. Maybe like this street here. Maybe. This looks too wide. We're kind of a narrower street. Like these colourful buildings look more like it. So maybe down here. Could be. Don't see the coast, but it could work. We have a lot of trees down one side, so that might be right. What's this? And there's quite a lot of shops here. Do we match any shops? I'm looking for Zazoos or Zazu. That should stand out if we are on the right street. Yeah, Boutique Zazu. There we go. I assume we're looking this way down the hill. Are we next to the Soufrinet? Slightly back from it. So maybe more. Let's move this down. Here. Okay, now here looks fairly modern, this. The fact that the business is still there. Do we see any phones? Not yet. Any Apple Watches or anything like that? Sometimes you can spot them. Still looks fairly modern even if I don't see a phone here. Didn't say on this political poster what year is running for. This looks like some kind of government election thing. No, doesn't, unfortunately. Any phones? You think people would be taking pictures of this street? It looks pretty touristy, quite nice. Still, this guy looks like he might have a phone in his pocket here. This looks like the size and shape, and maybe this one too, of a phone. So yeah, I think I'm going to go pretty modern here. Whether we're going to go this year or a couple of years ago. Let's go 2022 just in case it's pre-COVID. 2017 it was pre-COVID. Perfect location and 5 years off. That's a shame. It's hard when you can't see the exact phones because the fashion really hasn't changed since then. Okay, we're in an EU building. Now, which one is this? We have a Ukrainian flag here. So Zelensky's in the middle, yes. So we're in the European Council. The European Council, is that in Brussels or is that the one in Strasbourg? I know there's EU buildings in both. Obviously, Brussels is the centre where most of the European Union buildings are. So I'd assume we're more than likely there. There's a big glass building, might be findable on the map, but Brussels is a pretty big city. This would more than likely be this year or last year. Any other recognizable leaders? So yeah, Macron. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we'll be going probably this year for this one. And I think it must be Brussels, surely. Where the EU buildings are in Brussels is another question though, because it's a big city and I have no idea really. I'm just hoping that the kind of pop out on the map or are labelled quite far out. We're on the last round here, so and we've got a pretty decent score going. Would it be central or would it be near the atom thingy, the metal statue of the atom? I don't really know where that is in Brussels. That's the atom, is it? No, that's a church. I don't know where I know the atom thing is in Brussels, but I don't know. I don't think I've ever actually been to Brussels. I did have a friend who worked for the EU when I was, well, after university. We were friends at university and housemates. He went to work in the EU. He lost his job after Brexit, though, unfortunately. Let's see. Not really. Can't even find. It's such a big city and the satellite quality is not great when you zoomed out, so it's kind of hard to find anything here. I think I'm gonna have better luck just searching the map, just going around seeing if there's anything mentioning EU here. I'll probably skip this and search around for a little while because it's gonna take me a while, I would think, to find the right buildings. European Parliament. This doesn't really look like the correct place. Not that I can tell anyway. Maybe it is. Maybe it's this building. It's a strange building, but I don't know. That looks... Unless there's any more EU buildings in this area. I think I'm just going to go for that, to be honest. I've looked around for a while and it took me a long time to find that. Even though it was pretty central, I should have spotted it earlier. I'm just hoping this is not Strasbourg. Let's go for it. Oh, it is in Belgium, thank God. Where was it? I knew that wasn't the right building. It was over here. It's not even labelled. No, it's this big glass thing. Of course it is. Didn't see that one, but it's not labelled as anything EU unless Europa building is what it's called, apparently. That didn't help me. Okay, European leaders gathered for discussion at the European Council building in Brussels, Belgium. Why is it not labelled European Council? Oh, there it is, Council of the European Union, on the wrong building. No, well, never mind. Still good score. Final score, pretty decent, 47,793. Let's add that into the spreadsheet. Still keeping our average pretty good. Okay, let's have a quick look at the breakdown. I think that first round lost us the most points. Oh, maybe the fourth one too. So the first round was the Oregon one, Dick Frosby one. I can never say his name properly. It's like a tongue twister for me. 1 year off, good guess though. Then, yeah, lucky guess in Holland there. It just felt Holland to me, even though I wasn't sure about it. Third one, the Berlin. Got my year wrong, but not bad. This round in the Quebec one, 5 years off, lost a good 1,100 points there. And the last round, pretty spot on, only lost 60 points, so not terrible. Not a bad day. I'll see you again tomorrow. Hopefully we'll beat that. Bye.